What's happening, world? What it is, man? Coming back at you again, live and direct, in full effect. Jumping through your TV or your computer set, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I want to guy and make a video address this subject. This topic is gonna be about sagging, jeans sagging, pants falling off your ass. All right. Once upon a time, I used to be a sagger. I used to sag my pants and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about. But I'm a guy here share my experience with y'all, my story about how I came about sagging. You know what I'm talking about, and why I no longer do. And I'm gonna let y'all know also why it is I'm addressing this subject. I had as y'all already know, I'm from Jamaica, but I stayed in Canada. And while I was staying in Canada, we didn't have the funds, we ain't had the money, the guap, whatever you want to call it. We ain't have it like that for me to buy new clothes. So here it is at this time, I'm about 9, 10, 11. I left Jamaica when I was 7, stayed in Canada for 4 years or whatnot. But, during that time, I believe we only went clothes shopping like one time. So, I'm grown. I'm a grown little boy, turning into a man and everything. You feel me? So, during that process, my pants started flooding. You know what I'm talking about? My shirt started getting smaller and all that, but my pants started flooding. You know what I'm talking about? And it started flooding to the point where it was like this. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all see that? It was like that on. I'm talking about I wouldn't even be sitting down. If I sat down, they'll be like this right up. You know what I'm talking about? But standing up, it was like that. But yeah. So they started flooding and stuff like that. And around that time, I was hanging around the wrong crowd and stuff like that. You feel me? My partners and all of them, they all cool. You feel me? But at that time, they had money like that. They can't folks to get money. You know what I'm talking about? So they was getting all the newest clothes, all that. But they were sagging off rip. They were sagging off rip because at that time, it was a fashion. You know what I'm talking about? And it still is now. It was a style then and it still is now. So, I picked up out the sagging off of them, cause I got tired of being humiliated. I got tired of walking around with my pants, all the way up there. And you can see my socks and everything like that. So, I got now started sagging. So, I started sagging and whatnot, I'm talking about I picked up on it. But then my cousin, my clothes, I had the more I was growing out of my clothes, the harder I had to sag. And me being from Jamaica, we not against that. We not for that sagging stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Sagging to us representing bottom fogginess and all that, the homosexuals and all that. Nothing against y'all people. Nothing against y'all people. But I got another video. I'm gonna address homosexuals and all that, but this ain't gonna be the video. So, we affiliate sagging with that because if you don't know, now you gonna know sagging derived from prison. It represented a homosexual man or a down low man that like to wear his pants off his ass or whatnot to show the other inmates that it was easy access or whatnot. I'm gonna let y'all know right now, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't sagging my pants to represent that. Don't get shit confused over here, you understand me? But goddamn, so my cousin, he was big or whatnot, and he had all the latest clothes. At that time, this when Tommy Hilfiger was real big. This in the 90s, the late 90s, like 90, 96, 97, 98, you know what I'm talking about? And he had a whole lot of Tommy Hilfiger. This before Tommy Hilfiger made a statement that his clothes ain't for black people and stuff like that. But my cousin, at this time, he a real big dude or whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? He was in his teenage years and he had all his Tommy Hilfiger. He had the Canadian hockey jerseys, cause Canada real big on the hockey. Love hockey too. You know what I'm talking about? Love ice skating. Hey, all them sports, man, they trill, man. They be the truth. But yeah, so he hand me down some of his clothes because he had so much clothes and he was getting ready to buy the newest and the latest stuff from Nautica and Tommy Hilfiger. So, he hand me down and stuff. So here it is now, I'm grown, but I ain't fully grown. You understand what I'm talking about? I ain't even in the size 30 pants yet. So he giving me hand me down pants and jeans that's in 36, 30, 34, 38, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? So I had a belt and I would wear my pants or whatnot, you know what I'm talking about, but the belt couldn't even hold the pants up because of all the weight and all that and how big they was. I'm talking about it was ridiculous. So now I'm just sagging naturally. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not my intentions isn't even to sag. You know what I'm talking about? I can't even wear my pants on my hips because the pants so big. So goddamn, they start falling off me and stuff like that, you feel me? But I continue to keep on wearing them, you feel me? Because now I finally got the latest trends. I'm somewhat up to gear, up to date with my gear and all that, my clothes and all that, you know what I'm talking about? So you feel me? But my pants keep on sagging off me and stuff like that. Alright, so that's the whole Canada experience right there. So then I moved down there to Texas, Houston, Texas. South side, Southwest, Harris County, y'all already know. Willcrest, Westheimer, Kirkwood, y'all already know. You know what I'm talking about? So I moved down there and whatnot, you know what I'm talking about? And I'm still big on the sagging, you know what I'm talking about? Because now that I done basically adapted to wearing my clothes like that, I feel comfortable wearing my clothes like that. So I continue to keep on sagging, you know what I'm talking about? Continue to keep on doing it or whatnot. Touchdown in Atlanta, I'm still sagging. Until recently, I stopped sagging about 2 years ago, and I'm gonna let y'all know why I stopped sagging, man. Alright, when I was in Houston and I started getting money, you know what I'm talking about, I started buying my own clothes and stuff like that. You know, Fat Farm was in style around then. Let me see, P. Diddy clothing line, Sean John, you know what I'm talking about, but I still chose to sag. So now I touched down in Atlanta, I'm getting money, I'm seeing money, you know what I'm talking about, and it finally started hitting me because what happened was I cut myself off from that group of hanging around the wrong folks, you know what I'm talking about. Me, I got that street mentality. I have a street perspective. I also have a book perspective, meaning you know, I understand the school perspective, the business perspective, and all that. You know, you feel me? But overall, though, you know, I grew up in the streets. I adapted basically to the streets and all that. You know what I'm talking about? But I had to cut that off because I seen where all that was going for me. So I went ahead and cut that off. But you know, it finally hit me like, you know what, man, like, you getting older, you know what I'm talking about? Why do I keep on sagging and whatnot? You know what I'm talking about? Like, I got tired of pulling on my pants. Got tired of, you know, walking like my pants was gonna fall off of me and all that, you know what I'm talking about? So I finally went ahead and pulled it up, you feel me? So I started buying clothes in my size. I believe I was always buying clothes in my size, but I just chose to sag them or whatnot, you know what I'm talking about? But now I buy my clothes fit. So I stopped the whole sagging and all that, you know what I'm talking about? And the reason why I'm addressing this subject because I'm a big viewer of World Star Hip Hop, and I seen a video on where a mayor or somebody like that, you know, some type of man that got government power like that, he wanna start a campaign that's gonna stop sagging. Stop sagging. Look here, I'm not against sagging and I'm not for it. You understand what I'm talking about? But for you to have government power and you want to focus on some individuals about how they wearing their clothes and stuff like that, and you got government power, man, look at her, man. There's so many activities that's going on around here in this world, and you want to focus on somebody's image and, you know, how they wearing their clothes and stuff, instead when you can be worried about the criminals and, you know, individuals that need help, you know, getting money and jobs and all that. But I'm gonna get to the second video, cause this video about to cut out right here. So I'm gonna do a second one about sagging, man. To be continued.